From the Mapleview Animal Hospital studios, this is the WHTC Morning News with Gary Stevens and Peg McNichol on 99.7, 1450 WHTC and WHTC.com.
And we welcome you back to the WHTC Morning News for this Thursday, February 25th. Thursday mornings, we catch up with what is going on in downtown Holland and also with travel and tourism involving the Tulip City. The segment is called Destination Downtown, and it's presented by the Windmill Restaurant. And joining us on the other side of our Zoom connection, as she does most Thursday mornings, is the Executive Director of the Holland Area Visitors Bureau, Linda Hart. Linda, good morning and welcome back to Morning News.
Good morning. Soon we will be in person again, right, Gary?
Well, let's all hope so. As the vaccines are being rolled out and the variants are being attacked by the R&D people at the pharmaceutical companies. Hopefully they can be as alert and be as nimble and agile as they have been thus far. I know that it's still a week away, but Girlfriends Weekend, definitely getting excited. What's the number now? Do you have a number count as to how many we've had put up yet?
We had a huge increase over the weekend, so much so that the CARA reached out to the PSD board asking on feedback for caps. So we did decide to cap it at 350, which we do anticipate that we will hit that number. It was half of what we've done in the past, but we think for the experience for the girlfriends, the safety of the downtown, especially trying to get in restaurants, merchants, our capacity limits. That's where we just felt that it was a good number to go with. So we will be really at the 350. So so that's all great news.
Tying in with a little bit of Girlfriends Weekend is the fact that reservations for our fine hotels and motels in our area are doing quite well. Thank you very much.
They are doing well. It's really nice to see an uptick in reservations. We went and visited the hotels yesterday to drop off new visitor guides and to just really get an idea of how they're doing and what they're doing. And a lot of reservations are coming in for Tulip Time. So, clearly the $1 million question is, what's Tulip Time going to look like? And hopefully we'll have more details next week, but it's just nice to see. We've also seen an increase in a bit of the group market coming in and having, 10 rooms for 3 days, 5 rooms for 2 days. So, it's every little bit counts this time of year. Now,
part of not only people needing to stay, people needing to eat. And I would assume, even though we've lost another eatery down in downtown Holland for now, it is still a good place to go and grab a bite to eat.
It certainly is. The restaurants are doing, they're actually doing okay. Certainly everybody could be doing better, but they're filling up on the weekdays, which is, typically what you would see on a weekend night. They're really seeing on a weekend day, which just really confirms that people are ready to get out, have some normalcy. And if you can do it during the weekday, that's great. A lot of planning is starting to take place for St. Patrick's Day. People are just looking forward. Just get through another month. So it's rather exciting.
Yeah, and we talked a little bit last week about perhaps, the St. Patty's Parade might be another casualty for a year, but but there's still a lot of people still wanting to enjoy the annual observance of the patron saint of Ireland. Staycation, some say, that's a nasty word because that means you can't go and travel and do a lot of things, but you're really emphasizing staycation this year.
We really are, market what you know, and we know West Michigan and we know Holland. And, the question of the day, just like it is, do we travel or do we wait? Spring break is quickly approaching, and for those who prefer to wait, there's plenty to do in Holland and West Michigan. So it's a targeted series to our local followers through Facebook and Instagram. It's going to just offer ideas on things to do for the kiddos, for the families. There's plenty to do here, either, through the nature centers, the outdoor activities, through the county programs, indoor recreation facilities, and of course the City of Holland programs. So, we try to keep it safe. We try to follow the guidelines, and do we really open it up, to regionally and to Midwest? Not yet. We'll just wait to see what the governor has to say, and we'll just tick by another day and watch the snow melt because it's wonderful to see the snow melt.
Final thing I want to bring up, and it's more for just a general reaction than anything else, nothing quote unquote official. I mentioned this yesterday on Morning News, and too bad I won't be able to bring this up tomorrow. Peg will be subbing for me on Morning News tomorrow morning when she chats with Dave Lorenz of Pure Michigan. But a new poll of Americans and Brits by Trivago showed that nearly 40% would admit they would give up being intimate for a year if they could take off now for travel. More than half would quit their job if to be able to travel again. They would trade all their savings or even it's their partner for a trip. And most agreed they would choose a vacation related to a hobby they picked up during the pandemic. And up to 30% are also hoping to spend time with family and friends they haven't seen because of the COVID restrictions. Yeah, we're getting a little itchy, aren't we there, Linda?
We certainly are. And I don't know if Dave had shared with you that, the sentiment out there is this angry travel that, we have just so much pent up desire to do something that revenge, that's what it was called, revenge travel, that we're just like, I am so angry and I'm so weary and I'm so tired that I'm just going to stick it to COVID and the pandemic because I'm going to go out and do it. So they're calling that revenge travel, which is really not a really good marketing, concept or campaign, but it certainly speaks to what the Trivago survey says.
Yeah, that's a little bit of a wild thing, but yeah, we do want to hit the road and go places because, hey, we were brought up that way. Ever since the 1950s, we became a mobile society. And right now we've been under wraps for about a year or so. Linda Hart, as always, thank you very much for joining us on Destination Downtown. Wish you and everybody at the CVB well, and we'll do this again next Thursday morning.
Sounds great. Thanks, Gary. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much, Linda Hart on 99.7 and 1450 WHTC.